teacher. I taught 7th grade science, so I appreciate it. So, all right, here's the thing. I just want to go, are you guys experiencing, just coming out of the pandemic, struggles with engaging students, right? Just even simple things like attendance, participation, taking the things that maybe you got to reset the norms. So if you guys are experiencing that, what we're going to speak to today are some different strategies on how you can re-engage your students, not just in terms of like ideas, but what's working in the field. So quickly about us. So we've worked with over 200 campuses, over 100,000 students. That's kind of the big picture, but we're going to zoom in on our partnership with Tanya Moravec. She's the Associate Director for the University of Washington Gear in the 13 schools we work. So we're going to talk about the different programs we did throughout the year, the effectiveness of those, and you're going to leave with some actual strategies that you can lead to empower your students, help meet your grand objectives with some real value. Does that sound good, y'all? Yeah! All right. Good.
All right, guys. Before we go any further, Bert,
talk to me, Dad.
We got to make sure you guys are really awake and really with us, all right? So it is icebreaker time, all right? Let me explain what's going on here, guys. Poor kid. Guys, it happens to the best of us, all right? Listen, guys, I'm going to play some theme music from some of your favorite 90s sitcoms, and I need you to shout out, name that tune right now. Here we go. It's coming, it's coming.
I might be having tech difficulty here. So we were on slide.
All right, guys, somebody sing us a 90s sitcom, please. Hold up. In West Philadelphia.
Adjustment. Love it.
That's how you roll with the punches, guys, all right? 7 and rating up. All right, Bert, talk to us. What are we going to see today?
All right, so that was a lot of fun, but whenever I'm with that's my 4-year-old niece, Emily. Whenever I'm hanging out with her, she's like, Uncle Bert, what are we doing next? So I'm going to give you guys a roadmap today. You guys, everyone say, show me, don't tell me. Show me, don't tell me. So you're going to see a snippet of some of the interactive skits and ways that we engage students, and we're going to break out of character after we do that, and literally say, these are the tools we use, and this is why we used it, right? So you're going to see it, and then we're going to explain it.
So we're going to do that through our interactive hip-hop stage play entitled Surviving College, which is all about college readiness and college access.
Yes. Then we're also going to talk about some best practices with our Gear Up partner. Make some noise for Ms. Tanya Moravec, please.
Hey.
So we did a couple different programs, including a FAFSA program. We did a career readiness program, and it culminated in a 2-day college readiness boot camp. And we're going to be talking about the effectiveness and the different modalities that we use during those programs. And then lastly, we're going to give you guys some actionable strategies, some free downloads, some tips, stuff you can use at your desk Monday morning. All right? Y'all go with that roadmap? All right, Emily's good with it too.
Shit's opening the door. You ready or not? What that time on the desk say? Haney or Clyde? Look, we can play one of your songs, but they'll tell you it's not. Party time. Press play, dog. Ready to rock.
Oh, I gotta think it through. First thing, press play. What do? Do I grab my textbooks and just walk about the room? Turn all the way up, mix and mingle with the crew. What do I do?
It was at that moment Skylar had to make a critical decision. The first week of college, does he hang out with his friends, mix and mingle, network, you know, party? Or does he get a head start on his paper due in a week? What should he do? Paper or party? What should he do? Paper or party? All right, let's find out.
All right, guys, we're gonna break out of
Check. Okay, here we go. Who in here has heard of love languages? Who knows their love language? Shout it out.
Service.
So service, gifts, affirmations, anybody? Quality time. So you guys know. You guys understand the concept of I need to be loved the way I need to be loved, not the way you want to love me. I have my own specific love language. Do we get that? Yeah. I want you to understand students have their own learned language. They need to learn the way that's best for them, not the way we want to teach them. Everybody get that? Here's some common learned languages. You shouted out some love languages. Learned languages look like social media. They look like that cell phone you can't get them to take their face out of. It looks like YouTube, Netflix. It looks like hip hop, music, popular songs. It looks like fashion. It looks like Instagram, right? These are the things that they're already programmed and glued to. A lot of times we tell them, put the phone down. Pick up that book. Guys, the book is going obsolete. Everything is going to the phone. So we have to start shifting our mentalities now. Learn languages. You noticed we plugged in. Maybe you noticed or not. The first scene had a TikTok in it. It had Snoop in it. It had these different things that immediately you resonated with and said, oh, I recognize that. This doesn't feel like learning, but I asked you guys not just time management, but priority management. And you learned it and didn't even know. I feel like I'm having so much fun now that I don't mind learning now. When you make learning relevant to me, when we say cultural engagement tools, we're speaking about cultural relevance as well.
Other thing too, I'm just kind of speak to my experience. So I have a background as a former middle school teacher. And so one of the big things that we used to always stress, right, maybe I'm going back to Teach Like a Champion, is having different modalities to reach students, right? So for example, you guys know that these are the 4 primary ones: visual, auditory, reading, kinesthetic. So when you see students, this is a college boot camp where we're talking about college essays, we're talking about applying for the FAFSA and stuff like that. So when you see them holding up glow sticks like it's a BTS concert, part of it was motivated by me being a kid with ADHD who was fidgety, and I was a tactile learner. So if you didn't have me moving, I wasn't learning, even though I wanted to learn. You'd be like, why is Bert a bad student, disconnected? You weren't engaging me the way I needed to be engaged. Does that make sense, guys?
All right, guys, let's talk about the golden rule of engagement. The golden rule of engagement is engage students the way you want to be engaged. But the platinum rule of engagement is engage students the way they want to be engaged.
So now it's time for a special segment called Ask
Tanya. Come on out here, Tanya.
I am with the University of Washington Gear Up program. We have 2 grants currently in years 6 and 7.
Does incorporating edutainment into your curriculum make any difference in actually getting students to take action?
Yes, is the short answer. What I will say is that, I'm sure many of us for years have been trying, let's do this FAFSA night workshop where we sit and have a slideshow and we talk at them, not to them or with them, about here's all the things that you need to know about financial aid. This was a way, you saw the video at the very beginning where I 100% stand by my statement where this was the most interactive way we have ever delivered FAFSA content, financial aid content. Let me correct myself, because in our state, we also have WASPA, which is financial aid for undocumented students. So we are very clear about submitting your financial aid application. And this was the most interactive way we've ever been able to deliver it. We actually did it with some seniors. It was already, by the time we brought them in, it was already past the October frenzy. So we also started delivering this to juniors. But for the seniors that had been behind the ball and thought, oh, well, it ended, so I can't go do it, then we're like going into their Gear Up offices to say, oh, I guess we can still fill it out. I need to do this. So it very much, and then kids were singing the FSAID song for weeks afterwards. It was very much like imprinted into their minds to take action. So yes, it does make a huge difference.